this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. To throw, it's Stockton. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Oh, he's getting it hasty. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. He's moving out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Simpson. A strike downfield. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looking to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking down the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Got a man, it's Bernard. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Under fire. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. He's looking to throw. Big fella moving. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacked on the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw at Stockton. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Alabama quickly back to the line. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. He lets it fly. Snags it on the right. Turning it on. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll throw it. The sure hands. It's Branch. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. To the air, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice move, creates some space. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna take a shot, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. He's at the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Quarterback lucky that one wasn't hit. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
He's got the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Alabama pushing the tempo. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Bama! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the ground, it's Frazier. There he goes! Through behind his pad. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
PAT unit on the field. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
5 finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Nice move to keep running. At the 35, he's open. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
28, Georgia, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down and for 38.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because...
Makes the grab deep.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Oh, out of space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. From the gun. Give on the inside. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Offense, quick tempo.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Miller. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for room, it's Frazier. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the mark. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The give on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your...
Turning it on! He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt where the quarterback's going to be looking in this 2-minute situation, trailing in this game. Tonight, time and time again, he has been feeding this guy the football, already over 100 receiving yards, and he comes up with another big play for his quarterback on a 2-minute drive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
As a defense, the important thing to understand about this situation is I know where they got to get to. They got to get to the end zone. I can drop.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
Looking to throw. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher